Tiene ahora la palabra Gülden Türktan, presidenta y fundadora de la Asociación de Mujeres Empresarias de Turquía. Su currículum como empresaria es impresionante, máxime si nos referimos a un país donde la brecha entre hombres empresarios y mujeres empresarias todavía es muy grande, como en todos los países que estamos aquí representados. En Turquía la proporción, si tengo bien las últimas cifras que he tomado, es de 15:1. Por cada 15 hombres que son empresarios hay solo una mujer. Es tu tiempo, tu turno. Bienvenida a Valencia. Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you. Thank you for organizing this event. I think Mediterranean needs to unite. And thank you, Professor Emanuel and his foundation and my colleagues here for trying to put your brains into this issue. I'm coming from Kagider. Kagider is the Women's Entrepreneurs Association of Turkey. I'm presently the president of the association. Kagider is mainly trying to establish women entrepreneurs, to have women in the economy, and to have women in the economy alone is not enough socially, and we have a vision to see that women are producing in the economy as a partner with men. What Kagider tries to do is we have 4 pillars that we base our work on. One is advocacy for government. We ask government what they can do for women or impose policy changes for government. If you ask, we have a very determined government, and if you ask, can you achieve something, it's very difficult under the circumstances to achieve something, but I can really tell you that yes, we have achieved a lot of things for women as speaking on behalf of my NGO. We are also working on advocacy for corporations, private sector. Private sector is a smart, have smart rationale, and we are doing much better for women in the private sector. We are working on public advocacy to tell each woman in each city of Turkey, you can do it, you must do it, we shall try to equip you to do it. Is really a tough work, but we are also working on it. And the last pillar that we have is networking. And networking is knowing you, knowing women, knowing organizations, foundations, and trying to achieve something together. Because today the world has understood that if I do it, the rest will not easily follow, that we must do it together. We must do it all together. In our theory for entrepreneurship is not something not something very easy. I ask a woman to open up her lunch facility, that she serves lunch to business people, but it's not something easy to run. She needs to understand cooking, she needs to understand from service, she needs to understand from taxation, she needs to understand hygiene, she needs to understand this and that. So entrepreneurship is not something easy, but we have a pipeline for entrepreneurship. It's education, employment, and entrepreneurship, and we are trying to support the whole of the pipeline. I can tell you, women is not a minority, especially in Turkey. We are almost equal to each other. And I know that in your countries it's same. We are not a minority. G20, you cannot see it's written there, G20, but you can only see Merkel there with her blue jacket. G20 is trying to put the countries forward. It's the 20 countries. Italy is there, I know. Spain is by invitation. European Union is there. Turkey is there. G20 countries have decided to become the world leaders to pull the other 120 countries forward. But we are going to pull the countries forward, but they recognize something, that there are too few women to take the world forward. For that reason, I can announce very proudly that W20 is formed. W20 is formed this May in Turkey, and I'm the head of W20 for Turkey, the organization of women for G20 countries. And we need to do a lot of things, and I need your cooperation and support from Italy, from Spain, from European Union, as well as any other country that you can have for G20 declaration that we are going to compile this year, very soon this year. Women in Turkey are educated. There is no problem there. When you look at the primary school, they are educated more than men. When you look at, when you go down to PhD degree, it's less. But women are educated, so the first education thing is accomplished. But what can we do for women empowerment? Women empowerment, in 2012, there was 126 million women, and 98 million women running their established businesses. What is on this page, what is about women is that when men form their enterprises, they go to the bank and get $1 million, $10 million, euros, whatever they need to, and form a big corporation, big investment. And this is the enterprise that men have. When woman wants to form up a company, she goes there, she sells her idea and employs one other person, and then the second person, and then the third person, and it's 5 years until she goes to a bank. So woman has something very important. Woman is very risk averse, woman wants sustainable business, and woman employ people. You can't see this, but I'm going to pass, but you have to have a look at this chart. This chart says something very important to all of us. This first group is Africa, Sub-Sahara Africa. Sub-Sahara Africa is doing great in women in business. The next, never mind, the last one is developed Europe. And less developed Europe. So we can see that Sub-Sahara Africa is trying their best for women energies. And if you can read the exact name of the countries there, I can't. Yes, I can. Panama, Thailand, Ghana, Ecuador, Nigeria, Mexico, Uganda. They are doing great in the first part, and Europe is standing still. Women in business have gaps when you compare with men, and if you look at the Mediterranean region, out of the, this is I think a UN study, if you look at Europe, Europe is not doing very well. Mediterranean, if you look at Mediterranean in Europe, we are not doing very well. We have to accept this fact. Again, Turkey, Italy, in all OECD countries, we are not doing well. Whereas research says something else. When women are in corporations, when women are in top management, the return on equity increases. When women are working with the corporations, earnings before taxes increases. We are not doing well. We are not including women in our businesses, but when we include women, we have success. There are a lot of research. For example, Credit Suisse, they have shown that women matters in economy. Forbes, women matters in economy, as well as Wall Street Journal. A Catalyst, a women studies organization in New York, and Forbes again, shows their studies, shows that women make a difference in the results of the corporations, and women make a result in sustainability, women make a result in environment. When we look at women in top management, we are not doing good. These red dots are countries that are here. Again, women in top management or on the boards, they are not doing good. Still another picture of the same thing. Now there is a U-shaped curve in the economy. This is a very famous curve. If you have studied economics, it's a U-shaped curve. And sorry, in that U-shaped curve, Pakistan is on the left hand of the curve, and Norway is on the right hand of the curve. And Europe and Mediterranean is on the bottom of that curve, which means Pakistan, women are in hesitation, or Uganda, women are in hesitation. This is my husband, or this guy, my partner, cannot make money, I must also make money. So they want to work, they do work, they have a huge incentive to work. Whereas in Norway, everything is all right, they are earning a lot of money. Why doesn't my wife open up a restaurant in the decent place in Oslo? She can work, she can do anything, she can do consulting. So women entrepreneurship is doing well, women in boards is doing well in Norway because they have money. Entrepreneurship requires money. But whereas in India, Pakistan, or Uganda, or in these countries, they do need to work. I need to work to survive. I'm the social security of my husband and children, so I need to work. So the left corner and the right corner are working. But when we come to the Mediterranean, we are not working enough as women of the Mediterranean Sea. So we need to work more. We need to include more people, encourage more people to be employed, encourage more people to become entrepreneurs. Women in top management, you can see we are, with the red dots, we are not doing well in women in top management as the countries that are presented here. Women in business and law, this is more for Egypt, Turkey, and things. We have a lack of regulation that is with women to become entrepreneurs, and that lack or policy change needs to be there. What do women do when they are in business? They are mostly in consumer services. They are in service sector. They are in agriculture, and service sector is the future. I don't expect, or the economy does not expect, that there is going to be a huge car factory in Venezia next year. But there's going to be a huge service sector in here next years. People are going to visit, tourism is going to be there, you have to invite people to a very nice restaurant, you have to invite people to a very nice accommodation. So service sector is the rising sector of all the countries, and especially Mediterranean. Everywhere in Mediterranean there is something to see every day. Even if you have been there, if you go there winter time, it's another view. If you go there summertime, it's another view. So consumer services are the services that are coming in front of us, and we have that advantage. What I say is, don't stay at the bottom of the curve, but move up. Please move up to all the countries that are here. And we have to still go with the education, employment, and entrepreneurship pipeline, because I'm not suggesting at all to have entrepreneurs without the proper education, proper policy, proper training about what they are going to do. And as my last word, the role of the woman in the economy of the Mediterranean is to promote their growth and their development. So please move up and act. Thank you.
Muchas gracias a ti.